Now, where was it? In 1963, near the village of Rajib, 80 kilometers from Amman, so Jordan area, the capital of Jordan, a cave was excavated. When this cave was discovered, Rafiq Wafa Adujani wrote a book entitled اكتشاف كهف أهل الكهف, the unveiling or discovering the cave of the people of the cave. It was then seen that the cave and its neighboring land correlates with the Quranic description. There are some reports that it was in Spain, but I don't think so. I think Jordan is dot on. It's the right region for it to be. Remember, the Sahaba found it. Amir Muawiyah radiallahu anh found it, and he sent Abdullah ibn Abbas. Abdullah ibn Abbas said, don't do it. He said, those people, that place is not to be found. Even though you've located it, don't send anybody there. Allah does not want you to go there. He did listen, and he sent some people to look for it, and a sandstorm came and pushed them away, and then further covered up the area. And Abdullah ibn Abbas narrates, so the Muslims found it. They found many other things as well, but that's definitely one of them that they found. Now, the following is a summary of some of the opinions regarding the location. Qurtubi says from Ibn Atiyah that he had many people that there was a cave in Sham, Syria, which I've been to, which is Ashab al-Kahf, and which had some dead bodies in it. I mean, that can be anything. I've been to the cave. I don't think it's that cave. It's a nice cave. And it's a special cave because they say that Ibrahim prayed there, alayhi salam. And there is an incision in the rock of somebody's hand. They say that's Jibreel alayhi salam's hand. But it's not a cave because it doesn't have any of the other sides. For me anyway, for me. Allah knows best, maybe it is. Qurtubi also reports that the cave was found in Granada in Spain. Abu Hayyan, in his famous commentary, also gives some credence to this opinion. He lived in Spain, that's why. Ibn Jarir al-Tabari, what's the earliest tafsir ever written? Tafsir Tabari states, reports Ar-Raqim is the name of a valley which is located near the south of Palestine. Very possible. That old area, the Syro-Palestine area. He also mentions the following from Abdullah ibn Abbas. I do not know what Raqim is, but when I asked Ka'ab al-Ahbar, who is Ka'ab al-Ahbar? Ka'ab al-Ahbar was a mapper, he was a Jew first and he converted. He is an expert in Jewish scripture. So he would know things like this, what's mentioned in the Jewish scripture. And he said, Raqim is the name of the town where the people of Kahf lived before going into the cave. Some of the points. Imam al-Lusi mentions in his tafsir, we passed through the site of the cave of the sleepers were mentioned in the Quran. Muawiyah wanted, this is based on a riwayah. Muawiyah radiallahu anh wanted to enter, this is not Imam al-Lusi saying I did, Imam al-Lusi came after, one of the Sahaba. Muawiyah wanted to enter the cave and see the bodies. Ibn Abbas said, we must not do so. For one better than you was prohibited, meaning i.e. the Prophet ﷺ was told not to go there. You see? And then Muawiyah said, no, we'll go. And however, when they reached the cave, Allah sent a strong wind upon them and turned all of them away from the cave. So, there was an interest there. Should we go looking for where? You can't travel anywhere in this day and age, but I wouldn't mind having a look, but if that's going to happen, I wouldn't want to go. But it's interesting. There are several places like this, very interesting. Some riwayat. Harut and Marut, the place where they've been suspended, and loads of other things like that in the earth that's still there. To find Babylon is like Iraq area. A lot of things took place there. A lot of people, just yesterday, done. A lot of, just the other day, they found apparently the place where the kingdom of Sayyidina Dawood alayhi salam was. They found it. So it's definitely still there. The things they're still in the earth. Turkey is very important. Yeah. What place in Turkey is important? Antakya. Antakya is south by Syria. That's where Sayyidina Musa and Khadr's story takes place. That's where he found the two boys. Antioch, that's where he found them. He found them in that village. We're going to talk about that later. He found them there. So, the world has so many hidden treasures in it. It's slightly off the topic, but the Qawm of Thamud, in the Quran, Qawm of Thamud. You know how technologically advanced they were? Look in the Hindu scriptures about Qawm of Thamud. They had a spaceship. People are going to laugh, and why not? So what people say, oh, well, that's not possible, or we can have it, like an aeroplane, and they can't have something that flies in the sky because they're Qawm Thamud. Qawm Thamud were incredibly sophisticated Qawm. Allah destroyed them because of their sophistication led them to reject God. You know, they're devices that they can't make anymore. They carved things into stone and nobody can, biggest drills and the strongest drills cannot do. You know, these Aqwam before were very sophisticated Aqwam. Remember, they are us in the sense of, but they had many more years to do it. And it stated that they had flying saucer ships, things in the air. And you know, there's this conspiracy that America found one in Afghanistan and they're protecting it and all the rest of it. Some crazy American guy I heard say that, and he drew a picture of it. And yeah, they probably are, man knows best, but they're not going to restart it. It's not like you go to the mechanic and get a starter motor. It's not going to work like that. It's a few thousand years old. You can't jump start that thing. You know, so khair. Moving on.